Chapter 8 Butt Hunt 3 Stool-Mutt dashed down the street with Jaquavius shortly behind him as he called his mom. Mom, I'm coming to see you. There's no time to explain right now. Just get safe. I don't know what will happen next or when it'll happen. He barked before hanging up the phone as he made a right. I've never seen Stool-Mutt run this fast, Jaquavius thought as he struggled to keep up. Stool-Mutt practically threw open the door as he started to rummage through his things, grabbing clothes and anything he could and throwing them into his bag. You don't have to come, but I'm going to stop this. If you want to, meet me at the airport in an hour. I'll buy our tickets. I don't care about the cost, Stool-Mutt said, opening his phone. I'm coming, said Jaquavius, running out the door. An hour later, Stool-Mutt walked into the airport to see Jaquavius already sitting there, walking up to him, all ready to go. Let's get moving. Our flights are about to leave, he said, guiding Jaquavius over to the loading dock. On the plane, Stool-Mutt sat over at the window seat and took a few breaths, trying to calm down. You gonna be okay, man? Said Jaquavius. Yeah, I just need to calm down and make sure my mom is okay. They're all I've had or ever had, replied Stool-Mutt, looking out the window as the plane took off. They're gonna be fine, I'm sure of it, said Jaquavius. Stool-Mutt looked out the window and put on his headphones, and Jaquavius got on his phone. The plane was cold, and Stool-Mutt was growing hungry as the snack cart passed by. He grabbed a thing of nuts and started to eat them as the intercom turned on. We're entering a storm. Expect some turbulence. Please fasten your seatbelts, the intercom announced. Stool-Mutt looked at Jaquavius, ate a peanut, clipped his seatbelt into place, and resumed looking out the window. The rain was heavy, and lightning off somewhere randomly lit up the plane. Lightning struck nearby, and the plane's wing lit up against it. But this time, it seemed like something was flying outside. Maybe it was a bird or something, so he paid it no mind. A little later, lightning struck again, and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The plane shook a little due to the turbulence, while Stool-Mutt looked down at his phone to change the song. As he looked up, lightning struck again outside, revealing a bald man walking. As he looked down, as he looked up, lightning struck again outside the window, revealing a bald man walking towards the window of the plane. As he got to the window of the plane, Stool-Mutt realized it was Buttman. He watched as Buttman walked up to the window and disappeared. Stool-Mutt turned around and tried to get Jaquavius' attention. Buttman's on the wing! He kind of yelled at Jaquavius, but when they looked back, he was gone. Hey, dude, I think you need to calm down, Jaquavius said, trying to ease Stool-Mutt back into relaxation. No one's out there, and your parents are okay. Yeah, you're right. I need to calm down, Stool-Mutt said, finally calming down for the first time since he figured out the coordinates. He took a few breaths and turned his music up and relaxed. Turbulence shook the plane once more, and rain battered the outside of the window. How's having a job? Stool-Mutt said, finally speaking up, breaking the silence. Honestly, it's kind of boring. But at my barista job, I have this one friend, Lily, who's nice. At my taxi job, I meet a lot of people, but no one really talks. So overall, boring, Jaquavius responded, kind of laughing. Wow. Sounds very fun, Stool-Mutt said sarcastically, leaning his head back in his chair. After a while, Stool-Mutt decided to take another glance at the window, trying to see the water droplets, when another lightning bolt hit the land underneath, and there stood Buttman, holding a syringe of green liquid as he injected it into his arm, while being consumed again by the darkness. Thinking he was hallucinating due to the stress again, he ignored it and watched. But this time, when the lightning struck, there stood a tall and muscular Buttman, with his veins popping, knowing this time that it was real. He looked at Jaquavius. Buttman's on the wing, he barked at Jaquavius. I'm serious this time. Jaquavius gave in and looked with Stool-Mutt at the wing, only to see exactly what Stool-Mutt was seeing. Buttman was on the wing, staring at them. Next time lightning struck, Buttman was reaching down, and the next thing they knew, he tore off the wing of the plane, and he was gone. The plane was going down fast. The plane was crashing fast, plummeting towards the ground. People were freaking out as the mast dropped from the ceiling. The intercom announced, "We're trying to slow down and straight up the plane. Everyone get to the back of the plane. We might be able to crash safely and keep you all safe." Everyone rushed to the back of the plane as Stool-Mutt and Jaquavius held onto a seat in the back. The intercom announced again, "Brace for impact!" The plane hit the ground with a crash.